You're watching the Chiefs Report. I am Harrison Graham from Chat Sports. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Mailbag time. Hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat to get your questions on the show. Load them up, and we will answer as many as we can. If you Super Chat, you can jump to the front of the line. From G-Dub, our offensive line has got to do better. Yeah, it needs to play a little bit better. Trey Smith got bullied a little bit this week. DeForest Buckner's a tough matchup. I mean, that's a tough one. Orlando Brown needs to play better at left tackle. We know Andrew Wiley isn't great at right tackle. He's serviceable. But yeah, it's got to play better, especially in the run game. I mean, this team's not running the football well right now. That's got to improve. From Rick, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, is he the worst first-round pick since Ryan Sims? I mean, it wasn't a good pick, let's be honest. CEH has had some good moments. I thought the first 2 games of the season he played pretty well. But there's pretty much nothing he can do at this point to justify that pick. It was forced. You shouldn't draft a running back in the first round unless they are insanely special. Like they run a 4.3. They're 210 pounds. He's 5'7", and he's slow. It was a bad pick. And that happens. That happens. The KC chef, will Matt Nagy replace Eric Bieniemy as the Chiefs offensive coordinator next season? He might, man. He might. Feels like there's too many cooks in the kitchen. You got Andy Reid, Bieniemy, Matt Nagy, Mahomes. Bieniemy still being around after all these years. He can't get a head coaching job. It's almost like he's outstayed his welcome at this point. I'm not saying how the Chiefs like him or not, but I don't know. It feels weird at this point. I think there's a good chance he will not be here next year, and we know that Andy Reid also really likes Matt Nagy. I could see him promoting him to OC. Should the Chiefs fire Eric Bieniemy right now? Not after the season, right now. Type Y for yes, type in for no. Should the Chiefs fire Eric Bieniemy? What do you guys think? Go ahead and let us know in the comments. Ice Mori, if Eric gets fired, who would replace him? Well, I think Matt Nagy would be the favorite. For sure the internal favorite. Could you convince Mike Kafka to come back and call plays? He's calling plays for the Giants, but, you know, maybe you could get him back. Now, there is a rule, though, that if you poach someone from a different coaching staff, it has to be a title raise, so you can't hire him for the same title. Like, you would have to make him associate head coach or something like that in addition to offensive coordinator. So that would be something you'd have to do if you wanted to bring back Kafka. But I don't know. I'm sure I could come up with a list if he does indeed get fired. Nate 55. I think they should trade for Odell. If not, they're going 5-11. Well, you can't go 5-11 because there's 17 games. So you can go 5-11-1. You can go 5-12. 6-11. You can't go 5-11 anymore though. But hey, and also you can't trade for Odell. He's a free agent. You can sign him. So some fact errors there, Nate. But you know, it's 2022. That happens. But would I sign OBJ? I would consider it right now. I don't love this receiver group at the moment. I would absolutely consider it. Joel Bennett, draft wide receiver Marvin Mims from OU. He's nice. I like him. I think he'll be a second-round pick for sure, maybe a first-round pick. He's great after the catch, good deep ball threat. I'm a fan of his game. I watch him a lot living down here in Big 12 country. Might watch him in person this weekend. I might go to the TCU game. We'll see. They host Oklahoma. But, yeah, I like Marvin Mims a lot. I've seen him play in person a couple times already. Agent Naha, who can KC trade with for a decent receiver? I mean, I wonder if a guy like Tyler Lockett will become available before the trade deadline. Like if the Seahawks keep losing, they paid DK Metcalf, and I know Pete Carroll says, "Oh, we're going to win 10 games this year." No, you're not, Pete. It's not going to happen. If you've already paid DK, Lockett's getting a little older. Do you want to give him another contract? I could see Seattle trading him, and he would be a nice little piece of this offense. And he went to Kansas State. Little local connection there if you want to bring him to Kansas City. Are you a real one? Are you a real one? If you're asking, what the hell does that mean? A real one means you watch all our Chiefs Report episodes. You're just an OG. And you love the Chiefs. You're a part of the kingdom. If you are, type real one in the chat. Also, get a Real One t-shirt. The link is right there. Chatsports.com/RealKC. Chatsports.com/RealKC. If you are a real one, let it be known and represent Chat Sports and the Real One gang here at the Chiefs Report. Donuts, do you think Orlando Brown will get his contract that he wants by the way he's playing so far. Not reset the market money, no. He's not playing to that level. That's why the Chiefs were comfortable playing him on the tag this year. They want to see him prove that he's worthy of resetting the market. Currently, I don't think he is. Could that change by the end of the season? Yeah, it could, but right now he's not there. Carl Bailey, definitely time for run first offense, 8 to 10 play drives. I mean, you're not going to be a run first offense with Mahomes, but yeah, you need to find more balance. I do agree with that, and I think they're trying. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire had 7 carries for 0 yards. It's not like they didn't try at all. As a team, 23 carries for 58 yards. Like, more often than not, they're going to throw it more than they run because they have the best quarterback in football. But at the same time, you got to be more effective running the ball. There's no doubt. Ice Mori again. If McDaniels gets fired, could you see him coming to KC as an OC if Eric is gone? Oh, my goodness. I don't think so, man. I could see Belichick bringing him back, but I don't think so. You know what would be funny? If the Raiders hired Bieniemy and the Chiefs hired McDaniels as OC. Bieniemy finally gets a head coaching job with Vegas. I don't think they're going to fire McDaniels after 1 year anyway, but that'd be funny as hell. That would mean the Raiders had an absolutely disastrous season. All right, speaking of the Raiders, if you can't stand those SOBs in Raider Nation, just subscribe. I mean, no one Raider Nation is the ultimate. If you're not a Raiders fan, you can't stand the Raiders. I mean, that's just how it is. It's just how it is. I mean, what's up with all their fans being like, yeah, my name is Raider Bob and Raider insert name. I don't see a lot of Chief Harrisons out there. Like, no, it's just your name. Yeah, Chiefs Charlie. No, I'm not putting Chief Harrison in my as my YouTube name. Like Raider Dylan. No, come on. Subscribe. No one likes Raider Nation. Daniel says, am I disappointed in the Chiefs losing? Yes, but to start firing coach is not the answer. Do you think fans are giving up? I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think a lot of fans are actually giving up, but I do think they're frustrated. And yeah, it's probably an overreaction. It's one game. I'm not even saying I would fire Bieniemy in the middle of the season, but can we at least acknowledge it's a little awkward at this point? There's the AFC Championship game rumors. Now you've got this that was seen on national television. I don't know, man. Like, something seems off. I don't think they're going to fire Bieniemy midseason, but I do think you can question if bringing him back was the right move or not. Corey Payne, why won't Bieniemy let the best QB in the league do what he knows, what we all know he's capable of doing? If you're referring to the end of the first half, I'm with you. Let Mahomes cook. Let him take a couple shots downfield. We saw this team go 44 yards or whatever it was in less than 13 seconds last year against the Bills in the playoffs, set up a game-tying field goal and ultimately win the game. You're never out of a drive or out of a game with Mahomes as long as there's time on the clock. So I'm with you. That they should have chased points there. Joe Fazio, do you think they would give Rojo a chance in the run game anytime soon, or are there problems with the O-line? That's a fair question. I mean, you kept Ronald Jones for a reason, and he's been inactive, so maybe he is worth giving a look. I don't know. Clyde, I thought, ran well the first 2 games, did not run well in week 3. I think the offensive line has had some issues in run blocking situations. I'm not going to panic and start Ronald Jones, but I might be willing to make him active and give him some touches, give him an opportunity, because him just, being inactive every game day, what's the point? I mean, you could have kept a younger, UDFA or something like that and helped develop him more. So it's an interesting point you make, Joe. Let's keep an eye on that moving forward. Appreciate the questions here. # Chiefs or Super Chat. All the questions that we've got, we have answered, and we'll see. We got one more. We'll end it on our good pal, Tony Fuentes. Do the Chiefs get a win next week? Get a chance? Well, they definitely have a chance to win, Tony. I think they'll bounce back. They'll beat the Bucs on the road, and then, the Tom Brady-Giselle rumors will kick into gear even more. Just kidding. Who knows what's happening there? But this team typically bounces back. It'll be tough. Road game at Tampa. Weather could be nasty with the hurricane potentially swooping through. So, but I think this team will bounce back. I like their chances to do just that. All right, appreciate all the questions today. Like I said, if you're a real one, it's roll call time. Type real one down in the comments below because, hey, if you're a real one, we're friends for life here at the Chiefs Report. That's how we go. Comment real one down below, and we appreciate everybody for tuning in to today's mailbag video.